Hey guys, it's Taylor with Custom Collagen, and today I wanted to answer one of the most common questions I get about gelatin and collagen products, and that is, what's the difference between gelatin and gelatin hydrolysate? Now to start off, I'm going to be using our unflavored beef gelatin powder. That's just the plain gelatin, the unflavored gelatin. It's the same kind of gelatin that you would get in the grocery store in the baking section. So I have a glass of hot water and a glass of cold water, and I'm just going to show you what happens with the different temperatures of liquid when I put the gelatin into them. So I'm just going to put a scoop of gelatin into the hot liquid, and then I'm going to put a scoop of it into the cold. And as you can see right away, the gelatin does start to go to the bottom. Gelatin is not an instant dispersal product, so you do have to wait for it to kind of soak into the liquid, stir it up a few times. So I'm going to use a spoon just to kind of speed up this process. Again, this is the hot liquid, so you can see what happens here. It can take up to 2 or 3 minutes for the gelatin to dissolve, so be patient. And here I'm just going to stir it into the cold liquid. It's been about 2.5, maybe 3 minutes since I started stirring the gelatin into the water. As you can see, the gelatin has completely dissolved in the hot water as opposed to the cold, where when I put my spoon in, you can still kind of see the grains of the gelatin. It's very, very cloudy. All the powder is sitting at the bottom of the jar. Gelatin will leave any clear liquid with a little bit of a yellowish tint because it is an off-white powder by nature. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hot liquid, I'm going to put it in the fridge so that it cools down, and then we can see what happens with the temperature change. Now I've left this in the fridge for closer to a half an hour, and you can see what's happened is the gelatin has actually formed a gel. We can conclude that gelatin dissolves in hot liquid. It does not dissolve in cold liquid, as it is still not dissolved in the cold liquid. And when it cools, it forms a gel. Now, when gelatin goes into an enzyme bath, which is known as hydrolysis, the protein chains that are naturally occurring in the gelatin are broken up, and that makes it easier for our bodies to absorb and digest. And so the result of the gelatin in the hydrolysis is gelatin hydrolysate. Gelatin hydrolysate goes by a ton of different names. People call it hydrolyzed gelatin, collagen peptides, collagen protein, beef collagen hydrolysate. All of those are the same thing. Ours is called hydrolyzed gelatin collagen peptides. It comes in a 2-pound jar. There's about 82 servings in one jar, and it's our most popular dietary supplement. Again, I have a glass of hot water and a glass of cold water. So I'm just going to put a scoop of collagen into each jar. You can see that about the same thing is happening. The hydrolyzed gelatin is kind of sitting at the top of both of them. Again, this is not an instant dispersal product, so it will need to soak into the liquid for a couple of minutes, and you will need to stir it in order for it to completely dissolve. I will start to stir it. Here's the hot liquid and the cold. It's been about 2.5, maybe 3 minutes since I started stirring the gelatin hydrolysate into the cold and hot liquid. You can see through both of them, the gelatin has completely dissolved in the cold and the hot liquid. Now I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the gelatin, and I'm going to put the hot liquid in the fridge for about 15 minutes so that we can see the difference in temperature change. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes, and as you can see, there's no difference from when we put the hot liquid into the fridge to now. Now, just to recap, the unflavored beef gelatin powder does dissolve in a hot liquid, but it does not dissolve in a cold liquid, and when the hot liquid cools off, it will create a gel. The hydrolyzed gelatin collagen peptides product does dissolve in both cold or hot liquids, and when the hot liquids cool off, it does not form a gel. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos answering your questions about collagen and gelatin products.